That triggered you when I said that. That's the problem that she's probably having with you. You probably don't respect differences. You may not experience situations the same as she does, but you can at least acknowledge her experience and her view. I've heard many people say this for a very long time. Society conditions men to be assertive. No, society has conditioned you all to be aggressive communicators and competitive in your conflict. There's a difference in being assertive and aggressive. Assertive people, assertive communicators completely understand and respect other people's perspectives. They understand, they validate, and they empathize. An aggressive person has a very stuck way of thinking and responding to people. It's all about the focus on them and how they see things or how they would do things. The same way as a competitive person, a person who is competitive in their conflict style, they're very stuck on their experience, their feelings, their thoughts, their opinions, and their perspectives. So this is the reason why you focus solely on your perspective and your experience. Another thing, you've never experienced the same pressures as her. So rightfully, you don't understand, but you can try to understand why she would feel a certain type of way. That's not asking for much. It just takes practice. You haven't experienced the same pressures of safety, expectations, work-life balance. So I understand you don't have enough context through life to help you understand and fully grasp what she's going through. As women, completely different from you as men, we're encouraged to be empathetic beings. We are encouraged to build relationship skills that are going to help us. So since society and your surroundings and the people that you have probably grown up with have not encouraged you to do so, it's your responsibility, if you want to have this relationship or be married, to cultivate those skills to help you. I hope you listened, and I hope this gives you all something to work with. I wish you all the best. Happy, healthy relationships.
As far as this video, I don't really know what she was talking about. I didn't know if she was talking about men or women or whatever the case may be. Because most of the time, on average, men are not aggressive like that when they have conversation. I mean, I've seen men, women get aggressive with a man. He still doesn't get aggressive back. Get hit on, and he still act in a calming manner. I was a victim on this show on a Lapeef and Sunday, and Sham O'Neill did not protect me. Ma'am, I know you're not used to accountability. I know you got your little circle of friends. Y'all don't hold each other accountable. But now this is a man who's used to being accountable.
Excuse me, Mr. Hayden.
I failed the marriage, ma'am.
Okay, well, listen. Let's not personalize these topics.
Ma'am, you just did that.
No, I asked you a question.
And was your question not a personal question about me?
No, I'm saying you said that I'm not used to. You don't know what I'm used to.
Okay, but you shouldn't have said we're not going to personalize, but you just did when you asked me a question about my marriage.
I didn't tell you that you're a failure. You said that you're a failure yourself.
No, I understand that. I understand it. But
let's move on. Let's move on, sweetie. Because we won't you don't know me.
It's so
from a can of paint. You don't know me from a can of paint to say that I don't know men that are accountable, but you will say that because I didn't say men. You said you're used to men not being accountable or women.
And I said you're used to being around women who are not accountable. Most of y'all not. Y'all don't hold each other accountable. I've seen many times on this show, women don't hold other women accountable.
Well, I'm new to the show, and I hold myself accountable.
Lapeef Sunday, baby.
I appreciate you welcoming me with some trauma.
I was a victim. Not one time did I get aggressive with him. Not one time did I call this or curse this woman out. Not one time. And she called me everything but the child of God. And not one time was I aggressive with her. I handled with kid gloves. Now, yeah, I could have called her, cuss out and did all that, but I didn't. Why? Because I know, like I said, she's beneath me. There's no need to even do that with her. So I don't do that. But it's just about how you handle yourself. Try to keep it in a professional manner. I don't, I'm firm and I stand on what I stand on. I'm not going to move. I said it. No woman's going to ever move me. Ain't nothing you can say a dude going to move me. You could insult me on. What does that matter to me? You're not a factor. And I teach men they shouldn't move you like this. Especially a woman who doesn't belong to you. Now, if it's your wife, of course, what she could say could hurt you. It's like a gut punch. Someone in your family, your mother, your sister, yeah, okay. But just an average woman, no. So stand on what you stand on. Be a man of your word and hold to it. I know she might not like it. That's fine. if you ask certain questions or interrogate a woman to try to get information so you can learn about it before you make that investment into it, you should. Don't be scared of the answer. Accept the answer. And if you don't like what she has to say, then move on. Don't hang out with her. Don't concern yourself with her no more. You move on. You give her the viz, and viz will save her.
Hey, man.
The same thing can go for women, though.
Hey, man.
I think that for men,
Kenny over there.
Much love, man. Well. Much love, man. You know how we do.
But I think the same thing can go for Black women. Like, I think a lot of Black women go for men that they should not be going with, like that they know are toxic, that they know have these behaviors that, like, the whole I call, oh, I want a thug, or the whole bad boy syndrome that Black women seem to subscribe to. And it's like, you really don't want that. Like, are you sure? You know, so I think that Black women have to make better choices when it comes to the choices that they make in men, because why waste your time? We spend a lot of time.
Boy. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I don't want a bad boy. I'm not a ride or die. If you go to jail, I'm out. Like, period. I didn't subscribe.
Damn,
I'm like really going to tell on you too. Like, don't date criminals. Like, because I'm going to tell. Like, but I just think I don't subscribe to any of that behavior, and that's another thing that goes back to, like, and I think that Black men are aggressive in most lights because they have to be, right? I know a lot of Black men that are educated and they rough around the edges. That's a little different versus having an aggressive tone and an aggressive disdain towards women. Like, sometimes I get confused and I'm like, so you just don't like women because you have so much disdain towards us. And it's almost like an aggression with the tone when it comes across. Even going on a date, I don't have a problem going Dutch. You know, I sustain my life okay, very well. So I don't have a problem going Dutch. But when you say, hey, we're going to go Dutch, it's not, like they say, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So it's how you present that. But you're not finna talk to me for 30 minutes about why you going Dutch in an aggressive tone. Because then I'm going to be like, I'm going to sit this date out. You just lost me with the whole, you know, and a lot of these people are like that. They listen to these podcasts. They put all this they subscribe to this whole red pill, blue pill. And if you don't subscribe to that, then it just doesn't work. And I'm old fashioned. So, you know, but I will try to be like, if you want to go, you know, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. It might not work. I've left people. Like, I went on a date, I left somebody there. So I understand. Nobody wants to waste anyone's time.
Now, I know that there's a difference between assertiveness and aggression, but I believe that you can have a healthy level of aggression, be it in your job, your career, in your life, relationship, whatever the case may be. I think that if you have a healthy level of it, that can also be deemed as aggression. Now, I know that there's a fine line of that, you know, especially with, like you said, the delivery, the tone, the body language, how much of it is it that you're applying of this aggression. But I think that there is or can be a very healthy level of aggression that most women and men would see as something that's attractive or even relatable.
It's a healthy level, though. I agree with that.
Yeah, so I just wanted to clarify that as far as with the aggressive part of it.
Like, it's cute when you call me 5 times, but 25.
Well, yeah, no, that's something different.
I don't even want you calling me 5 times. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's something different.
But what if I won the lotto and I was trying to give you a piece?
Send me a picture.
You're gonna call me 5 times.
I was gonna say
because if you calling me 5 times, if I'm not ignoring you, it don't matter if you did win the lottery. I ain't gonna see that message. It's still gonna be 5 times you calling me because the phone is just not by me.
unless you just send something in the sky, blip or something. I'm like, oh.
Nah, my phone is definitely by me. So if you call me 5 times, I definitely seen all 5 of those calls, and I definitely ignored them all. And I'm
like Shan. I'm not in my phone all day. I'm just not. But I do prefer calls versus text. And I think somebody said it earlier, like people are just scared to call people and just talk on the phone or even like meet up and just have like face-to-face interactions. Like, why does everything have to be through text? I can't feel your energy. I can't. The tone, I might read the tone completely different than what you sent it. Like, it's a lot that can just be misconstrued with text messages. And then a simple conversation will just go over 20 text messages. Like, we could have just had this conversation in 2 minutes and been done with it. So,
I don't want to talk to you either.
Yeah, Shan is.
You just don't like them. That's really what it is. If you feel too comfortable,
if the phone is gone, that means everything about the phone is gone.
And saying I'm gonna call you out too, because there have been plenty of times where we have been on these panels.
That's what I said. I pointed
you are
that
literally in your phone.
I pointed that out. So sometimes I'm on my phone because y'all know I can't see. So sometimes I be in the chat on the phone because I can see, you know. I got the blind people version of the phone on.
Look, man, I'm gonna be opinion. I'm gonna be opinion.
Later that night, she lied. She responded to that man.